Yep.
the place that your art is supposed to be.
It's, one of the professors said, it's not so much as teaching us something new, but teaching us how to use the things that we already use every day without even knowing. Gestures, giving off energy. It's all there, it's always been there, and we're just noticing it and using it to our advantage.
You're not hiding anything because it's all, for the most part, just in motion. And then, just getting rid of habits.
And radiating is one of the biggest things, I think, for me, in the Michael Chekhov technique that's taught me to drive something home by still feeling what you may have physically done, and to fully express that and breathe through that and let it have its way onto the stage or onto whatever performance is at hand.
Synergy between my imagination, my body, and my will, and my imagination. I would say imagination, but
Say it again.
imagination.
It made me listen to myself more than I have before. It's definitely helped me trust my scene partner, which I've had trouble with before, and which is why I came here. And I think it's much easier now after these 1.5 weeks to really, I guess, trust in what I can bring and what other people can bring to me, and to let go of any preconceived notions of what art is, and instead give form to it.
I think what challenged me the most was finally letting my guard down and realizing that it's okay to just be me. It's okay to take what I have and feel that it is good enough to contribute to the rest of the group, so we can take our individual selves and make it something great.
It made me aware of the fact that I can radiate energy, and sometimes I don't need to acknowledge people receiving it, but just knowing that they're receiving my energy.
Especially in terms of if there's like an activity or an exercise, I'm like, just reminding myself to be open to it, and then that the reason why I probably don't want to do it is because it probably will make me uncomfortable or is unfamiliar, and the pain is great.
Yeah, I mean, you find a lot in the unfamiliar where you find resistance. That's usually where you're about to grow or discover something.
You'll find the biggest release with more resistance.
I'm usually by myself. I keep to myself. And I actually showed it to some of my friends, and I hated myself for that. And because I hate this part of myself, and it just made me feel really bad. And I guess just being here around all these people, it's made me, for the first time in a while, want to change myself.
For me, it has changed my life, first of all, in the way that I speak, in the way that I am in tune with my body, and accessing my feelings, I guess you could say, and putting them out into the world in a way that I've never felt before. So that is mind-boggling, and just changing the chemistry of my body and how I act with it, and how I move with it.
If I were to describe the teachers, what do they mean to me? I think that's a little hard for me to put into words, because it's more of a sensation or an awareness that I didn't have before, and now that I do, I don't know how to thank them, except by acknowledging that they helped me and everyone else.
Life-changing. Brilliant. Thank you.
By their observations and even imagination. hoping to bring them back with me.
Kick ass. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. You ready to culminate? Great. So once again, I'm Hugh O'Gorman. I'm the course coordinator for the Michael Chekhov acting technique, and I welcome you to the first of the culminations for the 2016 summer. Just a couple of bits of business before we get started. Just notice that the exits are to your right, to your left, the ways you came in. If there is, in case emergency, please use those exits on your way out. And please refrain from taking any pictures, any video or videography of any form. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge Rachel Nardo and Joanne Sharp and the entire Summer Arts staff. Thank you for all the work you do for making this huge festival possible and for a fantastic 5 years here at Monterey Bay. I'd like to take a moment to thank our guest artists. If you just give a wave, Camille Latilian. Can you give a little wave, Camille? Seamus Maynard. Craig Mathers. And up in the booth, Ragnar Freidong. And one of our guest artists who's already left, Jessica Cerullo. So without any further ado, I give you Miss Joanna Merlin.
It is my great pleasure to present the students of the Michael Chekhov Acting Technique Workshop. These last 2 weeks, they have been using the basic psychophysical Michael Chekhov techniques: atmosphere, ensemble, psychological gesture, radiating, receiving, qualities of movement. And they prepared a short monologue from Midsummer Night's Dream that we could use to apply the exercises. For the culmination, we wanted to hear the students' voices. And so Ragnar created what we call an open space, where the students offered their ideas, their images, their impulses, and we incorporated most of those contributions in the culmination. So you will be hearing the students' voices as well as Shakespeare's. It was a little late last night when we thought of what we wanted to call this event. So it's not in the program, but we're calling it Occupy the Dream. Thank you.
week I went through an exercise called the Palace of Beauty. Now, during my exercise, I wasn't really having a good experience at first. I was really frustrated because I wasn't really seeing the images that I thought was going to be there to paint my palace. And as I got frustrated, I looked and I began to see giant portraits, empty portraits. And then I realized that I was alone in my palace. And once I realized that, I looked back up and I saw pictures of my family and my really close friends and the people that I love. And as I began to see the portraits, my palace became alive. And up above, I saw my family, my friends, as if they were right there, cheering me on. And as I looked to my right, I saw these big, giant, black double doors. Now, I knew what those doors were. They were the doors to my fears. And as I approached the doors, I could hear the chants of my family and friends cheering me on to go towards this door. And as I approached the door, I opened them up, and there was nothing inside.
Ghosts. Forest fire. She was water.
Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast at moonlight at her window sung, with feigning voices, verses of feigning love.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved by beauteous Hermia. Why should I not prosecute my right?
Silence!
Demetrius, I avouch it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena, and won her soul. She, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man. My love is more than his.
Unhardened youth!
Call you me fair?
That's
fair again, unsay.
Demetrius loves your fair.
Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars.
And your tongue sweet air, more tunable than
Lark of shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when the hawthorn buds appear.
Sickness is
Catching, oh, were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia.
ere
I go. My ear should catch your voice.
My eye, your eye.
My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody.
Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited. The rest
I give to be to you translated. Oh, Hermia, teach me how you look.
And with what art you
Sway the motion of Demetrius's heart! Why won't you just love me? How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so my eyes are often washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore, no wonder through Demetrius do, as a monster fly my presence thus. Why won't you just love me? What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? Why won't you just love me?
Thou speaks aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night.
My mistress with the monster is in love.
Night in silence. Who is here?
For thorns and briars at their peril.
Oberon, and make him smile. What room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Welcome, good Ramen. Seest thou this sweet sight?
My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest that time I saw, but thou couldst not. Lying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at the fair Vestal, throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, and 100,000 hearts.
But I might see young Cupid fire his shaft. When? In his chest beam of the watery moon. Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon?
Here the snake sheds her enameled skin.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill or dale, forest or mead, in paved fountain or rushy brook. But with thy brawl thou hast disturbed our sport.
Do thou amend it then, it lies in you. Gentle Buck, come here.
Set your heart at rest.
Yet, marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell.
It fell upon a little western flower. Fetch me that herb.
And with its juice, I will streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies.
The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees.
And when thou wakes, let love forbid, sleep his seat on his eyelid.
And in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved. Yes!
I love thee not. Therefore, pursue me not. You draw me, hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
me not. You draw me. Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair?
And even for that, do I love you more?
Not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
I will run from thee and hide thee in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Oh, me! You juggler! You canker blossom. You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him? Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? You, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you. Puppet! Why so? Why so? Ah, that way goes the game. That way goes the game. Now I perceive that she has made compare between our statures. She has earned her height. Oh, and with her personage. Her tall personage. Her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. Are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I? Thou
my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander. What? Removed? Lysander! Lord! What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No words? Alas! Where are you? Speak. Where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak. Of all laws I swoon. Most fear. No? Then I'll receive you. I'll not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediately. Lysander! Lysander!
My lord? Fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hitherto. This wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helen and Fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. Some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of some idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. Dote upon. But all my faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of my eye, is only Helena.
Somebody give me a beat. Give me a beat. Come on now, what's the fiddle? Have you the lion's heart? Pray you if it be given me, for I am slow of study. Masters, the prince has left the temple with 2 or more lords and ladies, more married, or short out of gone, forward we would be made men. You tiptoe, ladies who are here, the smallest, monstrous, mousy toes across the floor will go, quake, and tremble here when the lion with the wildest rage does roar. Rawr. But know ye that I, Snug the joiner, not a lion felled, nor a lion damned. If I had entered into this space with strife, oh, pity upon my life.
Love is a lie. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love can make disgusting things somehow appear beautiful. Love is a lie. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind.
Love is tricked by the mind, so love is a lie.
Love is a lie.
Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, bite, oh hell! Are you freaking kidding me? I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. I see you've made it your mission to make my life miserable just for fun. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. If you weren't such jerks, you wouldn't be so awful to me. Can you not hate me as I know you do? Can't you just ignore me and talk about me behind my back like normal people? But you must join in souls to mock me too. But you gotta gang up on me and make fun of me? Are you freaking kidding me?
Demetrius is whack! I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his.
Hold on. I am just as rich, just as wise. I have just as much intelligence as Demetrius. And I love Hermia way more than him.
My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius.
I got racks on racks on racks. Slap to the sky.
That all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my rights?
But the most important thing is, Hermia loves me. So why can't I get at that?
Demetrius is whack!
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. Yo, moon, what's up? I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. I ain't never seen you this bright before. For by thy glorious golden glittering gleams, like you're freaking bright. I trust to take, O truest Thisbe's sight. I can finally see Thisbe. Oh, shit.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho! Peter Quince! Flute the bellows mender! Snap the tinker! Starveling? God's my life stolen hence and left me asleep! I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man be but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man had not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will give Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it at the latter end of a play, before the Duke peradventure, to make it more gracious. I shall sing it at her damn gin.
Art enables us to find ourselves and to lose ourselves at the same time.
If you ask me why I came into this world, I, as an artist, came here to live loud.
It is harder to hate someone when you imagine them as a child.
If a table is just a table to you, you aren't an artist. It could be a tomb, a wedding table, anything.
New Orleans, Orlando, Dallas, Boston, San Bernardino. It seems like art is the only thing that we have to save the world.
In a most rare vision, in a dream, that is where art is born.
I didn't want to perform. I just wanted to teach. But after this summer, after loss, 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 after loss. And I thought, if I can make one person in that audience a little less cruel, then I've done my job.
Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes? You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. But still, like air, I'll rise. I rise. I rise. I rise!
I lost a brother today. I lost a sister yesterday. I lost friends last week. I don't know if any of you know or truly understand the amount of lives that have been lost just in these 2 weeks, over this past year, or years before, all for being a human being. Nothing else. Just being. Just breathing the same air that we do. Now, whether they lost their lives because of the color of their skin, or who they choose to love, or who they identify themselves as, I don't know. But there's so much hatred out there, and it's sickening. It makes me sick every day, every hour, every minute, every second that I continue to breathe, and they're not. And I hope this makes some of you uncomfortable, because I'm uncomfortable every day I wake up in the morning. And I don't know why I'm here. I just know I'm here with my brothers and my sisters. I do have an idea, though. I am an artist, and I have a message. And I'm here to change minds. I'm here to change the world. All of us are. All of And there will be people who try to silence your voice for speaking out. But I will not be silent, I promise you that. Because I've got so much left to do here. And when my time comes, they will say that I stood for something. I didn't die for nothing. I stood for change. So please,